after ego becomes conscious, which is where you actually become a human being, its position in the front is still limited. It has a touch of being because it can feel bare attention, but it is very claustrophobic in the front of the head. It needs to expand. It needs to grow. But it cannot grow directly at that point. It needs to grow through its emanation. And the first step in that emanation is opening the space of pure consciousness. So this I would like you to do now. With eyes open, do what you usually do. Fall towards the back. Anchor yourself at the back and if you can behind your head to the point that you feel absorption. As you know, the principles of that emanation is combining the light of attention, which is pure attention, but that pure attention takes its force from primary attention and intelligence. Intelligence of ego exists on two levels. In its main center, we call it primary intelligence, the one which can, directly think, conceptually. And the second one is pure intelligence, which can go anywhere in the body. It is intelligence, but it cannot directly think. It can feel, it can have sense of orientation, but it's not connected to the mind. So as you are at the back, you are meant to establish a center there of pure me. That center of pure me is actually the secondary center of primary attention, which normally is in the eyes. Like basically ego has to create a territory in the body of pure subjectivity. That's why all these tools need to be used. So there's attention, that attention becomes pure me. And there's intelligence in it. That's why you can feel it. That's why you know it is me. So at that point we have two centers. One is ego, second is pure me. And ego, even though it is a primary center, has to surrender to it. It's very important, part of the journey of ego, developing its ability to surrender. It still remains in the front, but it surrenders its importance, the weight of its identity. It has to go fully into pure me. Pure consciousness is also the first time where we actually enter our body. Because your head, obviously, is part of your body. In fact, through the nervous system, people are actually more connected to the body than to the head. They just don't feel anything there. So entering the head is a very important part of the expansion of ego. And now something interesting happens, that pure me becomes the primary identity and ego secondary identity. It's very important step in the ego's journey to become the soul. And this is what I would like you to feel while you are in pure me, embodying it. You are also gently conscious in your ego in the front, but you should feel pure me as your dominant center. Unless ego which is our sense of survival, transforms to become more humble, more conspicuous, more transparent. It will keep blocking our further evolution, which is its evolution. Ego has to become feminine. Initially it is masculine. So from that place, you should feel that you as pure me are experiencing ego, not the other way around. Yeah, it is a difficult thing to explain because pure attention emanates from primary attention and pure intelligence emanates from primary intelligence of ego to the back. But then they go back to the front. And they become the dominant forces of our recognition. And this allows also transformation of ego in the sense that for the first time it is experienced through the higher kind of intelligence, which is pure intelligence, and higher kind of attention, which is pure attention. When ego becomes first conscious of itself, when jazz begins to awaken, it is not recognized through pure intelligence. It is still recognized through its own primary intelligence, and it is not recognized through pure attention, but it is recognized through self-attention, which draws energy from primary attention. And that's why the initial experience of ego is very limited. It is a soul, but does not feel like a soul. So, the process here is quite fascinating. First, pure attention and pure intelligence has to go back, and then it goes back. But in order for it to go back, you need to embody pure me properly, so that you feel I am pure me. I am feeling my initial self, which is ego, through pure attention. So to feel ego through pure attention, it is necessary that you feel it with absolute certainty as from pure me. Because the moment you lose it, ego becomes feeling itself. And it's losing its purity, becomes constricted, becomes mental. Next step, you relax in your pure consciousness, less emphasizing the back, and allow it to expand in the whole headspace. Which also means that pure attention, pure consciousness, which is normally experienced behind the front, is able to penetrate the front as well. And this allows to experience a certain level of unification between back and front, and between pure me and ego. It's not absolute unification, because the front and the back are quite distinct, and to fully unify them we have to go through further process as described in the last retreat, but still you can experience relative unification. So you should aspire to feel pure consciousness and ego at the same time as one consciousness. You can close your eyes, and with eyes closed, try to experience them as one consciousness. If you feel being pulled too much to the front, so emphasize more the back, embody it stronger. And of course, there's always important the element of vertical relaxation, just resting there, breathing. Just being, you see. I spoke about the fact that the ego is on a quest to find being, and it grows into it. So pure consciousness, in this sense, can be seen as being of ego. In a wider way, ego can say, I am, I exist.